Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today for this webinar. My name is Lee, and I'm a Business Development Manager here at Argentum. Today, I will be talking about Horizon Europe's Fit for 55 package. Before I start, allow me to give you a very brief introduction to our company. Argentum specializes in EU research and innovation funding. The company was established in 1999 and since then has had vast experience and gained expertise in obtaining governmental funding for innovative technology and research and development. We have 30 employees divided into 3 departments: strategy, business development, and a consulting and writing team. Our vision is to target innovative funding opportunities and to enhance participation and success in multinational research and innovation projects. Argentum is aligned with the EU Commission's goals and works closely with NCPs in order to deepen the understanding of EU directives, guidelines, and value chains. It is Argentum's objective to become the leading expert in cooperation between overlapping technical sectors in the EU. The EU's budget for the years 2021 to 2027 is 1.21 trillion euros, and you can see how it is distributed in the donut chart on this slide. 12% for single market innovation and digital, 36% cohesion, resilience and values, 33% natural resource and environment, 10% for other programs, and 9% neighborhood and the world. The first stage of funding is choosing the call proposal. When a company chooses a grant for submission, they should consider the following criteria. The field. Bottom up is a call that's open to all fields of technology, whereas top down would be a specific call that's aligned with the EU's agenda. They should also consider the type of funding mechanism. The European one, which is supported by the EU, like Horizon Europe. Bilateral, for example, a technological collaboration between 2 countries, or a national funding initiative. They should consider the type of application procedure as well, whether the submission is as a single applicant or as part of a collaborative project, a consortium. The choice should be made according to the company's needs and strategy, and while considering the success rate of each opportunity. The EU has set a binding target of achieving climate neutrality by 2050. This requires current greenhouse gas emission levels to drop substantially over the next decades. As an intermediate step towards climate neutrality, the EU has raised its 2030 climate ambition, committing to cutting emissions by at least 55% by 2030. Here you can see some statistics. The main change the Commission has proposed to the existing legislation concerns the targets to be achieved by 2030 in those sectors. The Commission's proposal has various aims. The proposal increases the EU-level greenhouse gas emissions reduction target from 29% to 40%. It aims to strengthen the contribution of the land use change and forestry sector to the EU's increased overall climate ambition. The current revision proposes to set an EU-level target for net removals of greenhouse gases of at least 310 million tonnes of CO2 equivalent by 2030. The Fit for 55 package includes a proposal for a review of the Renewable Energy Directive. in order to increase the current EU level target of at least 32% of renewable energy sources in the overall energy mix to at least 40% by 2030. They also propose to revise the current Energy Efficiency Directive by increasing the current EU level target for energy efficiency from 32.5% to 36% for final and 39% for primary energy consumption. The revision of existing legislation aims to accelerate the deployment of infrastructure for recharging or refueling vehicles with alternative fuels. Within the Fit for 55 package, the Commission proposed to revise rules on CO2 emissions for cars and vans. The proposal introduces increased EU-wide reduction targets for 2030 and sets a new target of 100% for 2035. Although the webinar is about Fit for 55, our business model works around a multi-submission strategy, whereby we apply to a whole panoply of funding opportunities that might fit your current projects or prospects throughout the year. At Argentum, we believe that the non-dilutive funding should be strategized and maximized by accurate and multiple submission processes. We start with specific calls related to the mission itself, in this case, Fit for 55, and then we branch out to more general calls such as EIT, and then bottom-up calls such as Eic Accelerator and Eureka, which are more general and open to all fields of technology. The bottom-up call under Horizon Europe here is the Eic Accelerator and the challenges that are open under this. As you can see, there are many sub-calls. Within the Green Deal goals, specific priority is given to projects relating to key innovations for the green economic transition as identified in the Recovery Plan for Europe. This Eic Accelerator Challenge aims at supporting the development and scaling up of technologies and boosting breakthrough innovations that strengthen the green transition. Breakthrough innovations for this challenge should have the potential to create significant economic competitiveness and employment benefits for Europe. The Eic generally has multiple submission deadlines throughout the year, and the two upcoming ones are in June and October. Electrolyzer and fuel cell technologies have reached a level of maturity, but still depend heavily on critical raw materials, CRM, in their key components. The outcome of this topic, addressing the sustainability and criticality of electrolyzer and fuel cell materials, is expected to support European industry in their future development of next generation electrolyzers and fuel cells, compromising sustainable and recycled material components and avoiding use of materials of high level of criticality. Activities are expected to start at TRL2 and achieve TRL4 by the end of the project. Project results are expected to contribute to all of the following expected outcomes: to a sustainable and durable EU component supply chain by reducing the CRM content, to increasing the yield of ionoma and CRMs recovered from used cells and membrane electrode assemblies, and from scraps and wastes by recycling, to achieving the PGM reduction target levels, metals and alkaline electrolyzers for 2024 and beyond, and to reducing the amount of non-recoverable rare earth CRM in catalysts and electrolytes. Also, they're expected to contribute to the development of at least 3 innovative solutions for each technology for further prioritization and development in specific dedicated RIAs of the Clean Hydrogen JU. EIC Climate KIC is a knowledge and innovation community working to accelerate the transition to a zero carbon economy. EIT Climate KIC identifies and supports innovation that helps society mitigate and adapt to climate change. It believes that a decarbonized, sustainable economy is not only necessary to prevent catastrophic climate change, but presents a wealth of opportunities for business and society. EIT Urban Mobility is an initiative of the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. Since January 2019, EIT Urban Mobility has been working to encourage positive changes in the way people move around cities in order to make them more livable places. The aim is to become the largest European initiative transforming urban mobility with co-funding of up to €400 million. For EIT InnoEnergy, true sustainability also means an industry that's commercially viable, endlessly innovative, and highly competitive. From mobility to construction, from renewable energy sources to smarter storage. The aim here is to help the adoption of pioneering new technologies without risk or complexity. To date, EIT InnoEnergy have invested €560 million into more than 480 products. As I mentioned in the previous slide, EIT Urban Mobility is a great opportunity. It is an initiative supported by the European Institute of Innovation and Technology, acting to accelerate positive change on mobility to make an urban space more livable since January 2019. The Sustainable City Logistics Accelerator is one of the thematic accelerator programs and is an EU-funded program implemented through partners to take early-stage mobility startups to the next level. The program is designed to offer early-stage startups from EU and Horizon Europe associated countries all the services and support needed. The Sustainable City Logistics Accelerator is an international 6-month accelerator program for startups who are ready to scale up internationally and access a unique network of the leading deep tech startup accelerators across Europe. In this call, your startup will get ready to kick off sales in international markets. You will get one-to-one business coaching, mentoring, and workshops. The program offers city matchmaking to test your solution and facilitates an introduction to test and demonstration labs around Europe. I will now speak about a couple of specific top-down calls. Prima's general objective is fostering the water, energy, food ecosystem nexus in the Mediterranean area, targeting social stability and prosperity. There are 4 specific calls under 4 specific themes: water management, sustainable and integrated management of natural and artificial water storages and distribution infrastructures. 2, farming systems, developing integrated soil data for the Mediterranean region, a gateway for sustainable soil management. 3, food value chain, alternative protein sources for the Mediterranean food value chain, from production, extraction, processing, and marketing to social acceptance. And 4, the Nexus theme, predicting and testing options of socio-economic adaptation to declining water, energy, food ecosystem resources in the Mediterranean region, and development of a Mediterranean water, energy, food ecosystem community of practice. The total available budget is 8.2 million euros per call, with about 30 projects to be funded. The application is 2-stage and is through consortium, with at least 3 different entities from 3 different countries, and 1 needs to be an EU member state. The next is ESA. The call is Space and Digital Transformation for Green Energy Utilities. ESA Space Solutions is the go-to place for great business ideas involving space in all areas of society and economy. The mission is to support entrepreneurs in Europe in the development of business using satellite applications and space technology. The call for proposals targets the development of space-based services for supporting the digital transformation of the energy utilities sector and enabling the just transition to green energy across business sectors and society. The call's focus is on, but is not limited to, the following areas of interest. 1. Net positive environmental impact, social acceptance, circular economy of renewable sector. 2. Monitoring existing renewable capacity, increasing efficiency of green renewable energy and safety of operations. 3. Supporting plans for renewables deployment, planning and bankability of green renewable energy. And 4. Smart energy systems and digitalization of the utilities infrastructure. Eligible countries for the call to date include Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. The Eurogia 2030 programme intends to address issues in the energy market in order to develop the Eurogia 2030 5Ds strategy: decarbonisation, democratisation, digitalisation, deregulation, and decentralisation. Eurogia 2030 is on the front line in the energy field to achieve carbon neutrality goals. Through low carbon technologies R&D solutions, Eurogia aims to contribute for a sustainable environment, for the reduction of climate change, and for a sustainable growth. Some of the targeted challenges to achieve these goals are necessary, but not limited to: carbon-free energy supply, green mobility and smart cities, smarter housings and constructions, bioresources and environment. All Eureka countries can apply for this call. However, other countries can apply only once they have gained and secured national funding. Eureka, together with the clusters Celtic Next, Eurogia, ITEA, Smart, and XX, have joined forces to accelerate sustainability across their focus areas. The call for projects is open to SMEs, large enterprises, research and technology organizations, RTOs, and academia. The projects focus on sustainable industry with the subtopics green information and communications technology and space, earth, ocean integrated systems. The available budget for this call will be around 25 million euros. Green ICT areas could include, but are not limited to, power electronics and power management manufacturing systems, digital twins for sustainable manufacturing simulation, ICT architectures, platforms, and standards for industry, artificial intelligence, AI assisted training. Space, earth, ocean integrated system areas could include, but are not limited to, integrated sensor and secure communication systems, ocean, earth to space, utilization and integration of various observation systems, environmental monitoring and disaster management, and marine and agricultural robotics. As to our proposition, we know that the abundance of funding opportunities out there can become challenging to navigate because of the complexity that is part of the submission process, in addition to the many details and guidelines that every funding opportunity entails. We have developed a unique method to increase our clients' access to funding while minimizing their efforts. We call this our multi-submission approach, which in a nutshell says, submit to one, submit to all. By following this method of submission, our strategists and consultants are able to get a firmer grasp on the activity of your company, especially your technology, This allows us to write better submission proposals because we gain more depth of knowledge. Moreover, as a submitting company applying to various opportunities, you will have less to work with, be it financially or in terms of manpower, because we will work with your technology and tailor it to fit multiple proposal calls. Lastly, this method immensely raises your chances of winning a grant. From a strategic point of view, our work summarizes as follows. A client at Argentum, we ensure you get a personalized service with regular meetings throughout the year. The initial step starts with a kick-off meeting in order to discover the assets and develop projects for your company. With all this information, our consultants will suggest to you the open calls that you can target throughout the year according to your priorities and timelines. Once you have decided which calls you want to apply for, we will set a schedule together for the year to come and will transfer you to our professional team who will write the proposals. They will need your responsiveness in order to receive all the materials needed and to submit on time. This process is in constant evolution, growing with your projects and your developments, and also regarding the launch of new promising calls. Our role is to guide you throughout the submission process and maximize your chances of funding success. It is important to point out that the process is always adaptable, and as a long-term client, we are always on the lookout for new publications that are a suitable match to your company's strategy. Later on, our marketing team will send out a follow-up email with a link to book a call. Please feel free to book a one-on-one meeting via the link. I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for your time today.